Hello? Hi everyone. Can you see me and hear me okay? That needs to be a bit more bird's eye, doesn't it? That kind of works. Welcome to Gaia Project. For the first time in, it's not quite 7 years, is it? Because I think it was the end of 2017. I did a playthrough when it came out. It's been a while though, we can say for sure. But I'm back. It's taken a while for me to get back as well. I thought, I got really excited probably around this time last year. Got really pumped to get it back again. Bought it back, and then it sat around. Other things got more vote than it. There's lots of games about, but it's Guy Project's time to shine. I have been practicing a fair bit, albeit on Board Game Arena, kind of tying in with what I was talking about yesterday. That I've been playing a lot of Board Game Arena in the last couple of weeks. For the first time in years and years and years. So we're hopefully going to translate that practice into the physical form. I've been playing solo on Board Game Arena, so it's the same with the Automa cards and stuff. Hopefully, we can pull off a win because I've not been all that successful at that. I've been trying to learn the game rather than be great at the game. Hey, Mike, it's fantastic. I didn't realize as well that it's the 12th best game on Board Game Geek's overall rankings, which is pretty huge as well. Hey James, hey Chester, you're terrible at this game. Well, stay tuned because that might be the case for me as well. I have lost every game so far. I don't know how many games I've played actually online, but I won one last night, my very first one, for actually paying attention to the scoring more than I usually do. But I'm trying to try out bits. Talking with her, okay, great. Patreon bot's working. Thanks, James. Yeah, you can support the channel on Patreon. You can do it on Ko-fi. There are links in the description, in the chat. I'd really appreciate it if you could, because it's how I'm able to do any of this stuff. Martycam's probably, like, not that it's really happened in the colder months. It's probably not going to happen now, because he doesn't tend to come up here when it's red hot. He is sprawled out in the living room in an area getting some sun from the windows. It's pretty sunny today. So we don't expect Marty, but who knows? He might wander up here, and the Marty Cam is primed and ready if he pays us a visit. So I think we're roughly ready to get started here. I did say on my kind of schedule for what's coming up on Patreon on Monday, I build this as a relearning Gaia Project stream, but hopefully it's going to be a playing Gaia Project stream instead. There'll be a bit of going over the Automa's rules just to make sure I'm getting things all right. And the advantage of relearning on Board Game Arena is I can't get the rules wrong. I can make terrible strategy mistakes, but rules mistakes it should guard me from. Hopefully I'll remember all of the bits though. And yeah, I've got a playthrough of this already, albeit it was back in the days before there was a static camera at all, I think, so it's only shaky cam time. But yeah, you can see what it was like back in 2017 as well. So here is the Terra Mystica Galaxy, and we play as one of many factions. I think there's like 14 factions in the game. There are 7 different colours, and if I'm right with 14, and each one is double-sided. So if you play in one red faction, no one else can play the other red faction because it's on the other side of this. Everyone's got their own unique abilities, ways of breaking the game. And we are basically trying to explore and colonize the galaxy, research various things to make us more effective at that and improve our income and things like that. And we are trying to satisfy various scoring conditions. So the bulk of our points, there are some ways that you will earn them straight away, but we will have round booster tiles. Some of these, not the one I've picked this round, will reward us for having placed certain things, certain types of structures on certain types of planets, when you pass at the end of a round. There are these round tiles, which I quickly realise I have not made an angle for this board. So there we go, now I've made an angle for it. This board over here has got these end of round scoring tiles on it. So not end of round, it's the round scoring tiles. If you do this thing in the round, you'll get this many points at the bottom. There are some numbers at the top as well that relate to the Automa doing things. But yeah, in this, for every terraforming step we use in round 1, we'll get 2 points. So we want to do some terraforming if we can. And I say maybe we want to become effective at that. It's not getting scored again. So, I don't know. Down here we have end of game scoring, so we are competing for dominance in different categories. The first one here is have a structure built on as many Gaia planets as we possibly can. These are the green planets around the board, and they are more expensive to colonize. You don't use normal terraforming steps. You got to use these QIC cubes. Usually, I'm sure there's a faction that's like, for everything I'm saying, I'm sure there's a faction that makes that not true. But generally, yeah, they you terraform them in a different way. Or we have these planets out here. These purple planets are called trans-dimensional planets. They aren't quite sure which dimension they're in yet, so you have to research technology to make it possible to Gaia form these planets, and through various means they will become Gaia planets and get stuck in this galaxy. Then you, and only you, for putting all the work into Gaia forming them, you will be able to colonize those planets. But that's another way that we can get more green planets out to bump us up on this stat. And also, the second one is have structures out. Whatever the structures are, doesn't matter whether it's the cheapest, the mines, or the most expensive ones. Everything counts for a point on this. So we both start out. Oh, actually, Automa should have 2 things out, and we'll see that in a sec. So I am red, Automa is orange. Hopefully it's distinct enough to tell them apart. What are these grey cubes, though? We have a colour that isn't in the game when you are playing 2 players, and solo simulates a 2-player game. They are basically to tighten things up a bit, to make it a bit more competitive on this scoring. Because you see it's 18 points for first place here. You can't just get first place just by being ahead of the other player in a 2-player game. We have this dummy cube here that isn't going to move. It's not going to do anything else. It's put in a position based on the scoring tile. There's a little number in the corner. So you've got to get at least 4 Gaia planets if you want to be considered for first place. You've got to have at least 11 structures on the board for us to be considered for that goal. And it tells us some other stuff at the end as well. We will get points for being high up on the research tracks. Step 3 or higher will get you some points. And all of your resources at the end are totted up, and every 3 is worth a point. So that's pretty much how we'll score. There's a few things over here that you can see points icons on. We can get some extra points from that. But generally, you want to try and work out a strategy that is going to contribute to at least one of these endgame goals. You want to win one of them, I think. And maybe not so much early on. You want to try and do some scoring of these things, but absolutely later on, you want to try and do the things that are going to score in the rounds you're going to score in. So we are the first player in a solo game. That first player can switch around based on whoever passes first. And the bot is handled by a simple Automa deck. The Automa is made by Automa Factory, who generally do all of the stone... Well, not generally. They do all of the Stonemaier games. They do the Automa solo modes for all of those, but have... I think Gaia Project might have been the first one that they branched out and did a different thing with. They've since done one for Terra Mystica, right? Which I haven't played. And Gaia Project is a kind of spin-off, spiritual successor of Terra Mystica. So, let's get into it then. What am I going to do? So out in the map here, we have all of these different planets, and based on the faction that you are, certain planets are really easy to get to build mines on. They're your kind of starting structure right at the bottom of the player board here. And we want to build things out, because building things... Hey, my buttons are working. As we put things out on the board, hey, more and more income gets unlocked. So we kind of want to do that. And as they get upgraded, they give you different income. But to upgrade from a mine to a trading house, you got to put the mine back. So you've gained money income, but you've lost ore income. So there's a balance to that as well. And there's more and more stuff you can unlock. If we look out into the map, though, normally factions start out with 2 mines on the board. Again, there's an exception. There's one faction that starts with 3. But yeah, usually you start out with 2 on the board. I am the Ivits, though. I am like a swarm of alien insects is the faction that I'm playing. And one of the special things for me is I don't get mines out on the board. After everybody's placed everything, I get to place down my, I remember the names of everything. Is it Planetary Institute? My big special power thing. So I don't have any mines, so a bit low on the income to begin with, for ore anyway. Good in the income for other things, but I've got access to a special power right from the start, which will be great. And it's worth a bit more power and stuff for federations. We'll get into all of that. Do you score for Gaia planets and structures every game? Well, that can be changed. It can be changed. There are 6 of these endgame tiles, and there's more of these round tiles as well. So things that will be different each game. These basic techs here are always the same, but they're shuffled up into different positions. These advanced techs, there is only 1 each of these, and they are different every game. I'd say there's probably twice as many as these. They're just randomly placed. And the layout of the map can be very different as well. The tiles are double-sided and all sorts. And the round boosters, there's a lot more than what we're using in this game. Yeah, so, and there's all of the factions that can be very different as well. So, first of all, in a round, there are 6 rounds of the game. We have income. So we can zoom in on my playable because we don't have to worry about loads of this for the Automa. Automa don't worry about having resources and needing to spend them and that. I start out with this stuff. There are markers on my player board telling me how many of all the resources to start with. And then we look over the player board for everything that's got this little hand underneath it. That's income. So even though I've got no mines out, I still get 1 ore income. I chose this round booster that's got a special action I can take on it, and it gets me 2 money. I've already got 15, so fairly money rich. I get a knowledge income, so that's going to be good. That will help me do some research, which will be important. And then up here, I get a QIC as income. What does QIC stand for? Does it say it on my little player aid? It doesn't. Like Quantum Informational Cube. It's some kind of spacey tech. They are very good. They are very useful. We'll see very soon. And then I've got these symbols straight away. So early on, we're going to be explaining power. Over here, I've got these discs. They are my power. They are very useful. They can be spent for all sorts of things. Over here, there's a little conversion that you can spend power to do all sorts of things. Oh, you can see these actions up here. You can spend your turn doing one of these special actions by spending the appropriate amount of power, and a lot of them are very, very, very cool. But first of all, for it to be spent, your power needs to be charged. It's only charged if it's in bowl 3 here, in section 3. I don't start with any in section 3. I've got 6 power. 4 of it starts in bowl 2. 2 of it starts in bowl 1. So when I charge power, your power goes from one section to the next, but you've got to start from section 1. So I've got 4 charges here. I have to charge. If there's things in bowl 1, they've got to be charged to bowl 2. So that's 2 of those charges straight away. Now everything's in 2, we can start charging from 2 to 3. So I've got 2 charges left. They go in bowl 3, and I have 2 power now that I could spend as a free action. It doesn't take up my turn. I could just spend one of those, putting it back in 1 to get a money if I wanted to. Or I could wait until later when I've got more and do more useful things with it, which is probably what I'm going to do. As a free action as well, you can discard power tokens out of the game, although there are ways of getting more. You can lose 1 out of the game to charge 1 from 2 to 3. So there is a kind of emergency way you can get more charge, but there's plenty of other ways that we can get charged throughout the game as well, that hopefully we'll be good at. But if you desperately want to do something for 3 power and you haven't quite got enough, then you can accelerate that. These are kind of like half a power each, so they're not useful yet, but you can kind of combine them into 1 if you're willing to lose something. So I've had that. Oh, and the last bit of income, I also get an extra power token, and that starts out in me 1 slot. Okay, so we've got some power and stuff to be working with. So I've had income. That's step 1. Then we have the phases are on this little player aid here. So I've had me income. Then these are the actions you can take. These aren't the phases. They just kind of line up with what the phases are. The second phase is the Gaia phase. So everything you've got in this Gaia section of your power bowls comes out into bowl 1 and it's available to use again. And your Gaia formers on the Transdim, the purple planets, they stay there, but the planet becomes a Gaia planet now, a green one from a purple one. So after the Gaia phase, oh, you remember all of the phases, don't you? We've got the action phase. This is the main phase. We can do loads of things in this. That's what this little player aid is telling us about. These are all of the actions that you can do. You can build a mine. You can Gaia form a planet. We don't really have to think about that one yet because you have to at least be in step 1 of the Gaia forming technology tree, and we're not. So can't do that yet. You can upgrade a structure. I can't do that either because to be able to upgrade a structure, I have to have an upgradable structure. I usually start with mines, which can be upgraded. You can see the little tree on your player boards. There is a faction that switches this up a bit, but mines become trading posts. Trading posts become these labs or your planetary institutes. And then the labs can become academies. I might have them the wrong way around. But you can see the tree of how these get upgraded. So we can't do that yet. We don't have to worry about that. You can form a federation out of your structures that are out on the board. You need to have power 7 at least in these structures grouped together. And you make satellites to make them connect and stuff. You can see over here the amount of power that the structure is worth. So at the moment I've only got one thing on the board and it's worth 3 power. There's going to be no federationing just yet. But I do have one of my special things, as well as starting with this planetary institute. I don't form separate federations like all of the other players do. I form one great big federation. I'm like an insect swarm. And we need to have a certain amount of power for each of these federation tokens, and I can't place satellites in the usual way, which is by discarding power. I have to spend these green cubes, these QIC cubes, to do it, so they're precious to me if I want to make big federations and I've spaced myself apart. But yeah, that's basically all of these actions so far we can't do and don't have to consider. We can research, we can go up one of the research tracks. A step costs 4 knowledge. I do have 4 knowledge. You can take an action down here by spending the relevant amount of power or QIC cubes to do one of these actions. That's your turn. And each of these actions is 1 use per round. As soon as someone's used them, that's it until next round. You can use special actions. That's anything you've got that's got this orange background. So I have got a special action uncovered by my Planetary Institute. I can, for an action, pop these space stations out that make it easier for me to connect up federations and planets and things. These are each worth a power. And yeah, they make it easier for me to get about. So I'm going to want to use them as much as possible, every round at least. Well, I say at least. You can only do them once per round. And also, I have the one on my round booster tile, which is going to let me do a bit of extra terraforming, I hope. The final thing is, you can pass. And then you're out of the round, you get a new booster tile, and that's that for you. So there are all the options. Well, it's a bit narrowed down for us, isn't it? So I can do a special action, I can research, or I can build a mine. Hey Matt, how's it going? So my plan was, I wanted to start here because this is a kind of nice group of planets all together. If I want to do federations, I want to have a load of structures out on the board. I would like to have things out. So yeah, that was my initial thinking for whatever that was worth. So I think I'm going to build a mine to start out with. So when you're building a mine, you've got to consider your range at the start of the game. If we zoom in on the research here, there is a track for your range. My range is 1 tile, so adjacent. I can build a mine in an adjacent space. So adjacent to me, I do have a planet. I've got this black planet here. If I want to terraform there, it's 3 terraforming steps if I want to build on there, because this planet is so alien to me. It's as far away as you could possibly be, but I'm right next to it. So I want to go there. So a mine usually costs you 2 credits, 2 money, and an ore. But you've also got to pay for these terraforming steps. How much are the terraforming steps? That depends on where you are in the terraforming track. Right now, for me at the bottom here, each step costs 3 ore. So basically, if I want to build on this lovely adjacent planet, it's going to cost me 2 credits, the 1 ore from the board, and 3 terraforming steps. 3, 6, 9 extra ore. That's ridiculous. 2 credits and 10 ore to build on something. That can wait. Completely forget about that. You can move up here so each terraforming step only costs you 1 ore if you get high enough. And I've got my special action here. This lets me build a structure and skip 1 terraforming step. Get 1 for free. So I'd only have to pay for 2 terraforming steps. But what if we could reach something like one of these orange or blue planets that was... and then we don't have to pay for any terraforming. Well, we can do that. One thing that we can do with these QIC cubes is that we can spend them to temporarily, just for this action, increase our range by 2. So usually I'd only be able to build around my single structure. But I'm thinking of branching out to these blue planets, these Earth-like planets, because they are only 1 terraforming step for me. And thanks to my round booster, I could have that terraforming step for free. That's what I'm thinking here. Hey John, how's it going? Jester, the AI does start out with pieces on the map they've got. They are the same colour as their faction, so they might blend in a little bit here. Maybe I'll put them off their planets a little bit so you can see them better, or lay them down. They start off with 2 mines, and because they're the geodens, they get an extra step up the terraforming track to start us off with. So I think my action for the start is going to be to use my round booster, get a free terraforming step, which means I could build on... Can't build on an orange planet because they're there. But I could build on this blue planet here. I think that's what I'm leaning towards. This one or this one? Because yellow's 2 terraforming steps. That's close to a Gaia planet. But that one's close to a Gaia planet as well. This one's next to a load of Gaia forming. These transiting planets. I'm going to go here. Yeah. So I've got to spend a QIC to increase my range by 2. Are you happy with that? You seem to be questioning it. Yes, I'm happy with it. So spend the QIC. I'm building a mine. So this is 1 terraforming step, but we got the step for free. I've had the range thanks to the QIC. So it only costs me 2 credits, 1, 2, and 1 ore. So I've still got plenty of stuff, I think. They blend into the background. I'll try. Is it better lying them down, or is it just because I'm so zoomed out? I'll try zooming in. Remind me if I haven't zoomed in a while. And remind me, Rach wants me to ask you to remind me if I haven't had a drink for a while, because I basically don't drink for like 2 or 3 hours when I do these videos. Right. So I think that is the action. I've built a mine. I've unlocked some income for myself now. Got an extra ore, and we can move on to the Automa's turn. So if we look in the Automa section, they've got a card to say that the faction that they are playing as, they got to step up a track to start with. When we care about them doing an Automa action, when we see this symbol on one of their cards, this is what they do. We'll worry about that later. And they've got an ongoing ability. So after colonizing a new planet type, the Automa gains an additional 2 points. And that's kind of like what their thing is. When they've got their planetary institutes out, I think they get a load of knowledge when they go to a new type of planet. So we'll see how that goes. For the first turn, and I'll put this on the big zoom in, we draw 2 cards from their deck. And I can't remember which now, but this has been used in a few Automa Factory games now. We draw 2 cards, and all you have to care about... That's the way I did it in the playthrough as well. I watched back my playthrough. Oh, and also, I wanted to do a shout out at the start as well for Unusual Meerkat on Board Game Arena, who made the tutorial that's on there. You can go on tutorials on Board Game Arena now. Like, I enjoyed watching my playthrough back afterwards, but the way I relearned the game was following that tutorial. It was amazing. So, you only have to look at the middle bit of the card. The rest of it doesn't matter. Although it can give you a clue as to what might happen next time. So we've got a big icon telling us which action is going to get taken. These are parameters for that action, but it actually lights up the only parameters you need to worry about right now, and they're going to get some points. I'm playing on normal difficulty, so nothing boosted, nothing changed. Not gone on hard or anything like that. And at the end of the round, this card's going to go away, and this one's going to get slid over. So you can see something, like if they were going to do like a QIC action, like one of these research things, they would be doing the 5th available one from the left. See how they're going towards the right? So they would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can think if I really want that 2 knowledge for 4 power, I'm going to have to step on it because that's what they're doing. So you can think about it a bit like that. Right now, though, this means that they are going to be moving up a random research track, and this tells us which one. So they're going to start from the right and count 2 in, basically. So from the right, 1, 2, they're going to move up this track. They don't care about income and benefits from this stuff. They are just trying to get to the top, take things away from me. Only one person can get to step 5 of each of the tracks. So if I'm thinking about going up one of those tracks, I might have to race them for it a little bit. But I'm kind of thinking, if Gaia planets are very important... Oh, and I've put a new structure down. Remember to count up. If Gaia planets are very important, maybe it's going to be good to be Gaia forming and turning these purple planets into green planets. That's what I'm thinking would be a good focus. Again, I'm not claiming to be good at this game. So, I have the research. I could do the research action to move me up here and give me access to Gaia forming. Or another way to move up these tracks. If we did some upgrading, if we upgraded this into a trading post, that would cost us, so there's 2 costs on here, it's 6 money and 2 ore. But if you're within 2 range of an opponent, it only costs you 3, and you want to be in range because you can get free charges and stuff for that. Unfortunately, the way I've chosen to start, yeah, I'm not within range, so it's going to cost me 6 money and 2 ore. I could upgrade to a trading post, and then I could upgrade to one of these labs here. That's another 5 money and another 3 ore. So I'd have to find an ore from somewhere. But as well as increasing your knowledge income, it gives you a free research tile. So I could get something like, gives me a load of charges, gives me more income, gives me some ore and QIC right now. But I would have to have it before I did this. And if you take a research tile from underneath a track, you move up that track. If you take one of these 3, you can move up any track. So that's another way of moving up the tracks without having to do these things. I'm definitely going to Gaia 4. I'll remember. Right, so at the moment, though, I haven't got any charge. I could lose some power if I wanted to have a load. But we'll get to it in a minute. Gaia forming is going to want me to have 6 power tokens. So I don't want to lose too many in the charging. It would be really nice to have 4 power and then be able to get some more ore so I could do a lovely upgrade. I could spend 3 power to just get 1 ore, but it would be nice to have 4 power and get 2, wouldn't it? You can't be stuck already. You can't be stuck on what to do on action 2. You had a plan. The plan fell apart. Because what I could do is, with my special action, I can pop a space station down. So it's, again, considering my range and all of that stuff. I could pop a space station down here. I'm then adjacent to this planet. And I could do the 3 power action. Another free terraforming step. I'm on another planet. That's more income. It's not my ideal of upgrading really early to the Institute, but I don't know how I'm going to be getting the ore for it. Unless... See, really, I want to go on one of the income tracks. Like, this is money, ore, and charges, and this one's knowledge. I'd like to go up one of them and the Gaia forming. But if I went up the terraforming track, the first step here, it doesn't change how much terraforming steps cost, but it gets me 2 ore right now. So I could spend a research action, move up in the ore, and then I'd have the ore to be doing these upgrades. And maybe if he like upgrades this mine or builds something near to my institute, I'll get some free charges. And maybe I'd have enough to do stuff with. We'll see that when it happens. We don't have to go all the way up terraforming. We could switch to income later because I desperately want to build like a bit of a base of income. Go on then. Research action. It costs 4 knowledge to go up a research step. I am going to go up terraforming, and all that does right now, it just gives me 2 ore right now. So there's a little, can you see the little sparkle next to it? Anytime you see that little sparkle and outline, that's get a thing right now. So it's not like giving you permanent stuff. An interesting thing that's tripped me up a couple of times, the top step, so like all the way up here, it's get better and better income. The top step is get a load of stuff now, but you've got no income no more. Like, that's messed me up. Even though the game has warned me that it's about to do that, it hasn't sunk in, and I've been like, oh, I've done that in like round 5, and oh, I've got no income for round 6 now. But yeah, so I get 2 ore right now. So I've got enough ore to upgrade if I want to. And I think I've got enough ore to put another mine out if I wanted to do that space station trickery. It's just if I get the power to do it. Right, so that's not important right now, though. We can discard this and draw a new bot card. So what are they doing? They're upgrading, but where are they upgrading? So their priority to upgrade, you can see in this little thing here. She'll make it a bit bigger. You can see in the icon, they really want to turn a trading post into a planetary institute. Failing that, they want to turn a mine into a trading post. Then they want to turn a lab into... What are these? The name of things. I don't think that's on this little player aid either. I never need to remember the names of things when I'm just playing in my own head. Academies. Labs, academies. They want to turn a lab into an academy. They want to turn a training post into a lab. That's their priority. So at the moment, they've only got mines. So we're going to go straight to their second priority, turn a mine into a trading post. But which, like if I show you the, well, you can see the cards next to each other here, can't you? The only thing we have to consider here is the reading order. So they're basically not going to do the one I want them to, unfortunately for me. We're going to go in reading order, starting from the top left corner, and we're going to go down. So you basically go left to right, top to bottom, until you find something. And in a higher row is this mine. So they're going to upgrade this mine at no cost to a trading house. And unfortunately, that's 3 away from me. If it was 2 away from me, I could have had some goodies there. I wonder if a better move would have been, I could have spent another QIC cube to go there, because that's no terraforming steps, to build a mine there and be right next to both of them. Oh well, I didn't do that though. So they've upgraded. Oh, they need a point as well. I didn't give them their 2 points last time, did I? 2 points from last time, 1 point from now, because it says on their card. Discard this one, and they're going to do something next time. So I've had no charging. I've got the ore to be doing things though. So let's hope that they like upgrade this. Although they'll upgrade that into their planetary institute, won't they, if they upgrade again? Maybe they'll put a new mine out and it'll be closer to me. So do we want to start upgrading first? Or put another mine out? Start upgrading and get to the Gaia forming. But I kind of want to delay that until my power's been used, because you'll see your power gets taken away for the rest of the round. I'm going to do my special action, so that gets used up, and I'm going to pop a space station. Although if you put a space station there, you could go on a Gaia form planet, and you wouldn't need the power for the step. But building on a Gaia forming planet, instead of costing terraforming steps, the terraforming step is always a QIC cube. But then you're on the board, you're on one of them. And this can all be kind of handled later. Well, that's tempting as well. But we could save the thing and build another mine like out there. Maybe you want to do that then? Don't do your special action. Use this for 2 range and build a mine there. So if he does something out there, we can get some charge. Okay. You've convinced me. 1, 2. Over there. No terraforming steps because that's my planet type. And I think he would go here first if he had a chance to build something. So yeah, used QIC to extend my range again, even though I didn't need to extend it as much. Oh, I did. Yeah, 2 away. So that's both of me QICs gone. I've built another mine. We've got some good ore income here now. We've got 3 instead of just 1. Is it going to help though? A new Automa card comes out. They're going to go at research again. I'd like them to have upgraded, so I could have benefited from it. But they are going to go up track 2, counting from the left. 1, 2. They're going to go up there. And this is just like competing for stuff and get 0 points. That's the kind of points I like. So now, if I get my player aid out, when we draw a card, these are perpendicular because they are the last 3 cards. When they draw a card in the future, if it's got a red X in it, like this one had in the top there, then they are going to pass. Yeah, discard the support card, slide the action right to the support card, draw a card. If it's got a red X in it, they pass. Otherwise, we place it and they do an action. So, they've gone up some more research. I'll say these cards as well. One of them is random. The others, it just starts with those. And it will get more random ones. This is a deck of all the possibilities. It will get more random ones at the end of every round. So it will take potentially more actions. Okay, it's back with us then. So if I want to do upgrading, that's going to be all of my ore. Let's see what they do. I'm going to do my special action. So I haven't got a QIC cube anymore to go over there. But put in a space, if you're going to build on all of these planets, this space station here is wasted. I just want to get on like a thing right now. Yeah, the Automa is so good. Like, it's teasing you, making you think like this. It does matter, and it could be like, oh, so I know if they're going to upgrade, they're going to upgrade this. Although they would anyway because of the priority. Or if they're building a mine, they're going to build it over here. Like, I know if they're going to do a QIC action, 1, 2, 3, 4. I needed 7 money, do it now. Like, it's good at teasing you of things that might happen, but yeah, you've got no idea what they're actually going to do. I prefer Gaia Project because the modular map messes up my plans the most. So is Terra Mystica all on like a static board then? So I've played Terra Mystica once, and it was probably about, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago. I don't really remember it anymore. I remember liking Gaia Projects a lot more when Terra Mystica was still a bit fresher in my mind. But I never played Terra Mystica's Automa because it didn't have one until fairly recently, did it? Until a few years ago. It's back with me again. Oh, I've done my special. I'm thinking of doing my special action to put a space station out. But that's only kind of benefiting me right now. You want these to help you ignore range and just like jump straight to things. I did have I bought in a sale the big box edition of Terra Mystica, and I think that sat around here for like a year or more. Like that, it got very close in votes, but for space reasons, eventually I sold it on again for a bit less than I got it in the sale. But eventually, I think things should come back around because I've been really getting back into this. I know that there's Age of Innovation as well, isn't there? That's another one in the family, and Terra Nova's like a simpler one. I haven't played either of them. So I want to do this guy for him, but I would really like some charging before that happens. Whether I use the charging for or for just getting some more knowledge to try and be more ready later. All right, then, we've got to do something now. So why don't we do the upgrade? Because nothing's affected by the upgrade. And you could upgrade this into the trading post now. And you would get the discount on money because you're close. It would only cost 3 money instead of this would cost 6 because you're not within 2 of something. Downside is, if I did it here, it would be close to I want 7 power in a close federation. If I did this, I've already kind of made a big break of things in my federation. I might want to try and like loop back round to it later or something. I can put satellites down to fill in gaps of federations, but every satellite costs me a QIC cube, which I do get as income every round, but it's wasteful for them, isn't it? I do have money, but I don't really have money income. So I don't want to blow it all. I'm going to upgrade this then. Action. Upgrade a structure. 3 money, because I'm within 2 of somebody. And 2 ore. And I upgrade my mine. So I've lost an ore income, but I've gained 3 money income. So that'll be alright. Hi lads, how's it going? How does it compare to Nucleum? I would say it's... I don't know how other people are judging it. For me, less complex than Nucleum. It might just be me. That something about Nucleum just kept not clicking with me. But yeah, it felt like I never had a handle on what was going on. Whereas Gaia Project, it definitely felt that way when I was relearning it. And probably when I first had it as well. Like, this is one of the games that, like, I played with Rach and I don't know how far in. Rach's just like, nope, not for me at all. Which hasn't happened very many times. But yeah, it feels like you're off and running fairly quickly for a pretty meaty game as well. So I've upgraded, that's my action. Automa. Has their card got a red X? And are they going to pass? Yes. So no charging for me. They're not going to upgrade or do anything that helps me get more power. So let me get their passing procedure. So if it was one of the bottom 3 cards and it's got a red X on it, they pass, turn ends. So they score points from the current round's tile. So you see the tiles have all got numbers on. For the first 3 rounds, we use the left number. For the last 3 rounds, we use the right number. So here, they are going to get 4 points at the end of the round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and actually, I did a terraforming step, didn't I? It was free, but I should have 2 points from there. We start with 10, by the way. So give them the points from the scoring tile. They take the round booster. Using the thing on their support card. So this is their support card. So the second one along they take. So they take this one. And the old one, like they took this one at the start of the game, gets placed to the right. So I can't have that one. A knowledge income and score you when you pass for every one of your labs that's out on the board. Then make their deck for next round. So get all of their cards from this round. And 1 random new card. So they've been quite upgradey so far, but they've not done very many things. Tekenu is the game for. I can't remember. Like, I think learning Tekenu, like anything with one of David Tortzi's solo modes, there's a bit of a hump for that. But yeah, Nucleum for some reason. I don't know what it was because yeah, like I think I got some comments about my assertion that Voidfall I found a lot easier to learn, even though it's really heavy. But again, like Voidfall, there was the longest time learning it and going through the tutorial and stuff. Completely lost, no idea. Maybe this isn't for me, but it just clicked, and I probably need to relearn it again now because, having said this, it's been about 5 months since I filmed that playthrough, and I need to remember it again. But I really want to. I loved it so much. I played it so much in December before I read that thing. Thanks, James. I went out and bought the fancy edition and everything, and I haven't played it since. We need to get that on a vote and get it done. That's why one of the incentives to put Gaia Project in the vote. Get it off the shelf. Make me learn this game again. I'm glad I have, even though I'm behind on editing now. I don't know if Arkham's going to be ready for Sunday. It might have to be Tuesday or something. We'll see. Right. I've shuffled their cards. If Autumn had passed before you, they take the first player token, which they did. They passed way before me. I think I've got a few more things I want to be doing. So, I know I'm not going to get charged now. I haven't put my space station out, but as I said, it feels like a bit of a waste to put it there, to put it here, just so I can go on that planet this turn. Ooh. How many things? I've got 3 things out. I need to keep track of that as well. And nobody's on a green planet yet. Now, when I upgrade to this, I'll get a research tile. The plan was, tried and tested, get 4 income, one of these ones, because then you can choose to up any column. I would go up Gaia forming, and then I'd be able to Gaia form. And I get 4 income for the rest of the game, unless I cover it up with a advanced tech tile. But if I got this one, this gives you the special action to charge 4. I could then, after charging 4, I would be able to do a 2-step terraform. So if I put my special token like here, this yellow, which is 2 terraforming steps away, would suddenly be adjacent. I'm putting a you can't use this token anymore instead of one of my actual space stations. That would be adjacent, and I could do that instead. You haven't got enough ore for it, though. Fair point. Yeah, you've got no extra ore to do these crazy things that you want to do. You've got 3 ore. Oh, yeah, you've got 3 ore left, and the upgrade is going to cost you 3 ore. Okay. Let's not do that, then. It was a good idea while it lasted. I mean, maybe you don't get Gaia form in this round. I want a Gaia form. I want a Gaia form. I said I wanted to. I'm gonna. Because the last step of Gaia form is score you 4 points plus 1 for every Gaia planet you're on, every green planet. So if we can do that, which satisfies the scoring as well, that'd be great, wouldn't it? It's just getting an ore. It's going to be difficult to get an ore. I think the Ultimate took the wrong round marker. Oh, no, no. Which one should they have taken? Oh, yeah, the bottom corner one. I was wondering why it had 5 icons. Which one should they have took? I've shuffled their cards up now. Thanks, AB1. I looked in the wrong bit, didn't I? If you tell me which one they should have had, I'll swap it back. Right. Yes, you've only got enough ore to upgrade. You could hold off on Gaia Form and you'd still be able to do it and just do it a bit later. I'll still use my special action and put a space station out here Think charge 4 is a good idea? Think better than 4 money income? Switching the 2 income. They should have the 2 income one. Thank you. Oh, I wanted that one as well. Typical. So if I upgrade, I can have 2 terraforming steps, but I won't have any ore. Because 4 charges would give me 5 power in here. So I can have 2 free terraforming steps. But I've spent all of my ore. Yeah, I was thinking that's how I would get in the Gaia forming, because I would like some Gaia forming. Maybe I should hold off on the Gaia forming though. And just go up like the income track instead, just so I've got some more stuff happening. Because I could use the power to get some more ore. But then I'm not going to be able to do all the terraforming steps. Yes, that's the puzzle you need to solve. Well, if we want research at all, we're going to have to upgrade into this lab, aren't we? So 5 money, 3 ore. I want a lab. It's another income as well, but it takes away my money income. Gives me knowledge income, but less money income. So I'll upgrade to that. And I can have a research tile. I could have just an ore and a QIC right now. That'd give me the stuff I need to put another mine down. I could go straight on the Gaia planet and be on the board. But then I'd be going up here and have... My knowledge income isn't a bad thing. 3 knowledge income, you're close to going up another step on the research track. But income's forever. What about 1 income and 1 charge for the rest of the game? 4 charges in action, though. We could do something quite useful now. Go on, then. Take 4 charges in action. I can go up any track. So I can make my terraforming 2 ore per step. I can increase... No, I can just get a QIC cube. 2nd step increases your range. Just get a QIC cube. Enable me to do Gaia forming. Have 2 money and 1 charge income. At the moment, I've got no money income. There is a tile I can pick that will give me 4 money income. Or I could have a knowledge income. I can pick anything because I chose one of those tech tiles. I was going to say definitely Gaia forming. But income in round 1. Like just the charge might be really useful. And we can save all of this charge stuff for later and not have to spend so much. Yeah, this is the typical thing, isn't it? If I said I was going to do Gaia forming, and now I'm not going up in that step, and I bet he's going to Gaia form that. Oh, great. I'm glad you were wrong. Are they going to take something different? I don't know if I'm going to take that one now. We just need to do stuff, don't we, and see if it works out. Looks at the wrong card, but it would have been the same one. Okay. Okay, so maybe we'll take that as our round booster. Thanks for checking, though. I'm doubting myself now. Oh, wait a minute. I'm moving the wrong one back down. Gaia forming, stick with your initial thing. Hi Ian, how's it going? But your income's going to be rubbish. You're hardly going to get any money. It's going to be great. Gaia forming. Mr. Gaia form all the way. Right, so, but then you're wasting your power. You don't have to do it right now. Move up in Gaia forming. That gives me a Gaia former. It's going to be great. Then I've got my special action. He's passed, by the way. That's why we're not doing anything with him anymore. I've got loads left to do, apparently. 4 charge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've got 5 power to do something with. And I want to get it spent. But the lovely 2 free terraforming steps, that'd get me 4 points as well. Maybe I should have done that. I've got no ore to build anything with. I could get ore by spending 3 or 4 power. You can use QIC cubes as ore as well, but I've spent all of the cubes. And it's wasteful. I'm getting 2 ore as income, which isn't a lot. 7 money. I could get 2 knowledge and then I'd have enough to go at one of the tracks. I get something. It's also good. It's also tough. I'm going to go for ore, I think. And something's going to be wasted in here because I'm going to Gaia form. Yeah, let's go for the ore action. Only 2 ore. Yeah. If I could work out a way to do both things. I mean, I could. If I got rid of one, so I had 6 power, I could get an ore and do 1 terraforming step. But there's nothing that's 1 terraforming step, is there? Within me. Terraforming step is a blue or an orange planet. And within my range of 1, there isn't one of those planets. So just get the ore for next time. We're going to be short on cash, probably. That's just the way it's got to be, though. I feel like these are missteps. It's going to be great, though. It's going to be great. They're not missteps. Just happy accidents. Right. So that was something. That was me doing the charging. You spend in the charge, 4 charge, to get 2 ore. Boom. Now. Oh, that'll stay there. Yeah, some charge is going to get wasted, unfortunately. This might not be ideal, but I wanted to do it. I'm not going to forget. Gaia forming. So, Gaia forming costs some power based on where you are up the tree. So, at the moment it costs 6 power. I've got to take 6 power from anywhere in my bowls and put it in my Gaia area. So, I'm obviously going to take the stuff that isn't in bowl 3 because that's already charged. I want to leave that there. Now, that doesn't do anything right now. But in the Gaia phase, which we have after income, and that's going to be important for me wasting some charges. In the Gaia phase, all of this comes back into bowl 1, and this becomes a green planet that only I can colonize. And that'll be good. And next round, we get 3 points for building on a green planet, so that's going to work out well for that as well. Okay, I think that's all the stuff that we can do. I've got resources now, and you want to spend them, but in terms of like Gaia forming steps and everything, we could upgrade, couldn't we? I have now got the money and ore to upgrade to a trading house. It's 6 and 6 to go to a lab. So do I do that? Or do I save it? What would a Gaia expert do? I'd get 3 more money, but less ore. But you just took some ore, but I'd be spending the ore. I'll be back down to 1 ore as income. I could get an extra ore as income for this, but that's not great. Save it. I'm going to leave it as it is. You can correct me later. Enjoy, James. Thanks for sticking around. Hey, birds on board. How's it going? Have you done a setup video showing how your stream setup? I've never done anything like that. Any kind of behind-the-scenesy stuff. I should do something. At the moment, though, it would just show a colossal dusty mess outside the viewable area. Which I need to get cleaned up because there is at least one game coming that's even bigger than this, which is most of my table right now. I need to make space for all of that. But the main thing is like setting up all of these angles in OBS, and then years ago when I started streaming, I think it's about 3 years ago now, maybe. Paul Grogan's recommendation, bought a stream deck that's got all these buttons on that takes us to the different angles. It's great. Right. I should do something like that, though. I should put that in the vote. So then we have the cleanup phase. So for me in the cleanup phase, I need to refresh all of this stuff. So like all of the actions can be done again. I need to pick a new round booster. So 4 money as income, and when I pass, a point for every Gaia planet I went on there. Or 2 money in a QIC cube. I do get 1 as income anyway. Because I haven't had it anywhere else as income, I'm leaning towards the money. So maybe we just get like a load of mines. With another QIC cube, you could go on another green planet. Okay, sold. You've sold me on that. I'm going to take that one. This goes back to the right. And is that all of the cleanup stuff done? I've put that back. I don't have any of it till like set up again. I think that's all of that stuff done. So we've done a round of it, a 6th in an hour. I'm going to speed up. It's not taking too long of my decisions. I'm so speedy on Board Game Arena at this point, but that's probably because I'm making bad decisions. Yeah, the camera angles are all using the same camera. So it's a bit different now because like I used to only stream in 1080p, and this is 4K if you want it. So this is in 4K right now, but the idea is that you would be watching it in 1080, which all of the playthroughs used to be. And so you can zoom in 4K, and every quadrant, like you can zoom in up to twice, and it's still 1080. Like there's issues, like if you have to zoom out really far, the focus gets a bit fuzzy and stuff, and it's not ideal. But as a person who cannot afford loads and loads of cameras, it works great. So it's one camera doing this, and then my old lovely handheld camera is this this green screen camera now. So I can pop a card on this bit of the table that's got some green card on it. Copyright Rado, that idea, I think. Right. Income for a new round. So I get 2 money, a QIC cube, and another one. 2 ore and 2 knowledge. Doesn't seem like a lot. And then I can have a new power, and then 4 power charges, which is going to get a bit wasted because 1, 2, nothing else can get charged because Gaia happens next. I think that's all of the income. So then Gaia, all of that goes back into bowl 1. And my Gaia former stays out, but this Transdim planet now becomes a Gaia planet. It's found its home dimension, and yeah, only I can colonize that now, and it'll be great. That's the Gaia phase done, and now we're back to Artemis. Got 3 cameras, but never jumped all the way in. Yeah, if it's a 4K camera, then you should be able to double in. You still get 1080 quality. So if you're watching this in 4K and I zoom in, you probably like see the quality dip a bit, but hopefully it should still be okay. Right, so Autumn is first now. So what are they going to do? Their special action. Okay, so I'm going to get my player aid, which does come with the game, to make sure I'm getting their faction action right. So they take an advanced random research area action, and then a power QIC action, and then they gain a point. So these cards are going to help us with this. They're going to go up a track, the 4th one, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to go up Gaia form in a little bit. Then a QIC action. Losing my voice. So I can't have the money one. That's not good, is it? And then a point. Yep. They haven't built a mine anywhere yet, have they? To get their extra points. So they've had their first turn, and it's time for me. So, what's the plan? I've got a couple of charges. 4 charge isn't going to get me anywhere. It'd get me started. But I don't know that I want to do that straight away. I've got 4 power. So there's no rush to build here, because no one else can build there. I could build here. I've got a QIC cube, and I'm next to it. So maybe that's somewhere I want to get a mine down. I would like to have more ore and stuff. But just being spread out onto these things would be nice. I don't feel like I've done well income-wise here. I feel like I need to get some more knowledge and stuff and go up one of these tracks. But just having more stuff out will improve your income. Okay, first action, build a mine. Be decisive. Lose in a blaze of glory. Terraforming a Gaia planet is a green cube. There's no steps to do. You can't do it with these actions. Got to pay a green cube. Unless you've Gaia formed it. And we'll see that later, hopefully. I am now on a Gaia planet, and I've got a new structure out. And that's great. Doesn't stream, apparently. You teach to use... Yeah, it hasn't happened for a while. And I've been drinking a lot today. I hope it's not... me getting poorly. There's already health stuff going wrong, but not that. I don't need that added to it. Right. So I've done my thing, haven't I? I've built a new mine. So that gets discarded. That gets slid along. And what are they doing now? Another QIC action. They're obsessed. So they're getting a point. Don't forget that. And... IRH. Yes, please. I've been reminded. I'm losing my voice a bit there. Hydrate. And they're doing the second one in. So the 3 power terraform, not available. I was thinking a bit about that with the blue planets. Oh, I get points building on a Gaia planet. Thanks, Matt. Yes, this round I do. I get 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to do it again. Right. So, hopefully this doesn't... Let me know if this changes what you can see. It shouldn't. But... Has the screen changed for anybody? I'm going to have to just set something up for in a minute. Good. Right. So... They've just done more QIC stuff. I want to charge. Do stuff near me. Stop blocking things off. I definitely want to build here and get my points for it. I want to Gaia form again later. But, thanks, Rach. You getting helloed?
Hello.
Maybe put another space station, like, out here. And... I'm thinking of, like, just linking back out here. I've got my action to charge 4, but it would just put 4 from bowl 1 into 2. So not usable yet. I want them to do stuff so I can charge more and more. I've got 2 in here, which I could get 2 money with. Yeah. Well, I suppose, if I put 4 in here, I could discard 2 of them to get 2 in, and then I've got 4 to get, like, 2 knowledge and go up a track, get some more ore. I would really like to upgrade to one of these academies. Like, I could get a special action, get a QIC cube every round. But that's 6 money, 6 ore. So I could, if I can get in range, I could go on another Gaia planet this turn. I've got another QIC cube, but I'm out of range of everything. Because I didn't go on this planet last time, and the one terraforming step's gone, hasn't it? That would have been really useful. Could have done that to build a mine on there, then put my space station here, then spend my QIC cube to go on that one. Oh well. What are you going to do now we've established you can't do that, then? Just build on the Gaia form planet, but that's kind of safe. We don't need to rush to do that. Haven't got the knowledge to research. Haven't got the power to form a federation yet, especially since these aren't linked up by anything. Like, the idea of building on all of these is a bit brave. You want to go up terraforming a lot before you be able to do that. It's like at the moment, this is like 3, 4, 5, 6. You need 7 power. When that's built out, like if these were connected up, that would be a great federation. But I've maybe made a bit of an error with this. So I could get to 4 power. Maybe I want to just do that charging. Just so it's started. And then maybe he'll do something and charge me a bit more. Go on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you do an action and let me think him in. Even though I have to do your action for you, so I'm not thinking. So he's going to upgrade his trading post to a planetary institute. Oh, you can see that just about on camera as well. Oh, no, you can't. It's not zooming in, is it? Because this mode's on. Transition, please. Turn that off. So, he has drawn upgrade. So his priority is to upgrade something to a planetary institute. And he's only got 1 trading post. So only 1 thing eligible to upgrade into that. So he'll do it. And he gets a point. Now, whenever somebody builds a new thing or upgrades within 2 of you, Chaz, I'm right here for that very purpose, you get to charge power. The amount of power you get to charge is based on the power of the thing. So he's just built one of these. 3 power I can charge. To do it, though, you have to lose that many points -1. So I can have 3 charge if I'm willing to lose 2 points. I am. So 3 charge. 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 power right now, and we could easily have 5 for a couple of terraforming steps. If we Gaia form here later, that's right next to a red, so we'll be able to do there with no terraforming, just to like keep spreading out. Okay, so he built a thing. I charged off it. That's not my action. So now if we were willing to lose 2 power, what have I got right now? 5, 8. I could lose 2 power and still be able to Gaia form. I need 6 to Gaia form. We could lose 2 power to get 5 in there and do 2 steps, which could get us on a white or a yellow planet. There's a yellow right there. That's adjacent. And you could put your space station there. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be more than enough to do a federation. And we could get some benefits from that. Do it. Lose a power to charge a power. Lose a power to charge a power. And then action. Terraform with... Oh. No, don't do that yet. Got all excited. But we don't want that yet, because I need... No, you do want that. You do want that. Yeah. Don't doubt yourself. 2 terraforming steps. We are adjacent to this planet. I'm going to build a mine here. So 2 money and an ore, because it's 2 terraforming steps away. I get them for free because of this. I am on here. So that's another structure out on the board. I haven't built any more structures yet. And I'll probably put my space station down next time and then build a Federation to turn after that. Let's see what Autumn is up to. So, we're getting into the last 3 cards as well. I feel like we've got a good start here. They're going to go up a research track. Build summit. Have I definitely given them the right set of cards? Or are they just happen to keep getting shuffled into the bottom and they're not doing it? So, they get 2 points. And they're going to go for a random research track counting 2 along. They're going up this one. And yeah, they might not pass next time. Okay, so we've got 2 ore left. And I want to build here. But I don't need to for these purposes right now. My computer's fan is kicking out some crazy noise. It's quite hot in here. Right. To see to that, make sure it's okay. Right. Put out a space station, and then we're all linked up, and we don't have to spend QIC cubes to put satellites down. And we'll make a Federation next time. Okay. Autumn is passing. I think it's just going unusually well for me. They have got cards right that, yeah. They got a card that would let them build. They've just not done it yet. So only one of the starting cards lets them build. And they just haven't happened to draw it. So they're passing. I wasn't getting this majorly wrong. So yeah, it's one of the bottom 3 cards. So just leave these out as the decisions. So score points from the round tile. That's 2 points. They take, on the support card, it's got the leftmost tile. So they're taking this, and this gets back on the right. And then the new Autumn deck, all their current cards, plus a new random card. Upgrading for them would gain you power as well, right? Yeah. Yeah, when they... I want them to build more mines and upgrade structures. It's getting me charges, but they keep not doing it. Oh, I've spent 5 power answer. 2, 4, 5. Need to be back like that. Okay, then, so I'm kind of free to Gaia form because they're not... They're not going to be doing any more charging for me because they've passed. So they'll keep first player. They have a good shuffle. 1, 2, 3 cards perpendicular. And then we can just play out the round freely then. 1 upgrade and 1 build in their deck to start. Okay. And they might, yeah, there's all sorts. We don't know what they've added this time, but there's loads of possibilities. So it seems they're going very heavy into upgrading and taking these QICs away from me. Although it worked out, didn't it? We got a good one out of there in the end. So I've done my space station. I've done my charging. I've got a QIC cube. Now I've spent all of this, I probably just want to Gaia form one of these because it's in range. Seems pointless to jump away when we could just put a space station down next time and go to this one. Although if you did it now, you'd be able to build on it next time and then build there. You haven't built on here either. So probably no upgrade. I'm probably just going to get a load of ore income next time rather than money. So yeah, let's Gaia form. We want to do these at some point. So yeah, I'm going to... No, we need to build before we can Gaia form because I've only got 1 Gaia former. So I'm going to build a mine. 2 money and an ore. Oh, don't spend all of that. To put another mine out. Well, you don't have to stop, though. Remember your Federation. Do your Federation. We do want to build that, though. Definitely want to get something built. We can form a Federation. This is one of the actions. So, you need to find a group of adjacent things, and it needs to be at least 7 power. Remember, our special thing is, we make one great big Federation, because we're a kind of alien insect swarm. So, that's not a good angle. Adjacent things for us, that's not a good angle either. We need one kind of midway through the board. I'm going to adjust it so we can just see everything at the moment. So they're worth the power that's on your board here. So I can say I'm going to start a Federation. And I think these tokens are to denote what's gone in your Federation so far. So this would be 3, 4, 5, because these are a power as well. 6, 7. And I think, like, by the rules of Board Game Arena at least, you have to do the adjacent ones as well. But I'm just going to leave the tokens off so I remember that that's 7 power. And when we're boosting it in the future. Although, if I upgrade it, that's not going to be true. Okay, they're all in a Federation then. I'm just going to have to keep counting how much power that is. So I get to pick one of these Federation tokens up here that now I haven't got a lovely angle for. We'll just keep adjusting it. You can see up here, I could just have 12 points right now. Or I could have less points and some stuff. If I got some stuff, I could have knowledge and upgrade. I would like money as well, because I'm running out of it. I'm going to go for knowledge. So these Federation tokens are important as well, because to go from 4 to 5 in a research track, you've got to flip over a Federation token from green to grey. Downside of taking the 12 pointers, they aren't green, so you can't flip them. And whenever you get tech, you can choose to get one of these advanced techs. They cover up one of your basic ones. But to claim an advanced tech, you got to flip over a Federation tile. So useful to have as well as all of this stuff. So I've built on another Gaia planet, haven't I? For that. I've just had 6 points from this. Catching up. Feeling good. And 2 knowledge. So we've made a Federation. That's the benefit of that. So as soon as I get 14 power, I can do the action again. Because this is actually 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9 right now. If I do some upgrading or build some more to it, doesn't feel like we're far off 14, does it? So, another bit of research. If I move up Gaia forming, that would give me 3 more... Oh, that's the wrong button. If I move up Gaia forming, that would give me 3 more power tokens, which would give me more charge. You know, when the 6 go away, I would still have tokens that can charge with this 4 as income. That's a benefit there. Terraforming steps cost less. More range would be nice, but I can kind of increase range. Why did I go up there? I never went up there. Maybe they should be 2 steps up there. Or we get some income in something. Like try and sort out the money deficit by going up this a bit. Because the downside of getting more power is... Like, once it all comes back from the Gaia area, you've got loads to swim around before you can, like, actually charge it to something useful. But I keep... By Gaia forming so much, I keep wasting this 4 charge that I've got at the start of the round. But this gives me even more charge. Okay, go up the Gaia track. 4 knowledge. We're going up the Gaia forming track, and I get 3 more power tokens into me 1 tray. It does mean we can leave this one in the 2 tray as well, when we spend 6 to Gaia form. Okay, Gaia form. I've got my Gaia former back. I'm going to Gaia form you. Yeah, and later on we could maybe put a space station down here, Gaia form these ones. I've still got my QIC cube for next round. Spend 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've Gaia formed that, or I will have next round. I think that's all the stuff I can do, right? I haven't even got enough resources to do anything if I wanted to. So I think that's it. I'm going to have to pass. So I've got no scoring on my round booster. Do I want some scoring? A point for every green planet you're going to be on, and I'm going to be on at least 3 at the end of next round. Next round, we've got points for putting down planetary institutes, which I can't do, or academies. I could put down one of them. So with 5 points, I don't know if I'll have the income to do it. The advantage of that is it's 4 money income. But this one here, the one I had at the start, that free terraforming step, get me on this blue planet without having to spend a load. I suppose I've got power that I can be charging. Go for the bigger income and a few points. That's what I'm feeling like. Yeah. So they will stay there for next round. Have I got all of this set up right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things out there now. And I am on 2 Gaia planets. They still have 2 things and are on no Gaia planets. Okay. Right. I'm going to check this is okay. I will be right back. Just give us a minute and we will be back with round 3. Hopefully this works okay. And it should play some nice little music for a sec. Hello, I am back. Right, round 3 then. I should be flipping these face down to denote the round. So, income. Oh, and remove all your stuff, all of the... This is gone now stuff. So, income. We have got 4 money. 5 money in the round. 1, 2, 3, 4 ore. As much ore as money. 2 knowledge. A QIC cube. And then... Shall I have the charge before I gain power? Because then I'll have 2 charged power. I don't know if that makes a difference. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then gain a power. And I think that's all of my income stuff. Gaia. Phase. This goes away. Are you getting on Board Game Arena, Jester? Go on the... Yeah, the tutorial on there I think is fantastic. If you want anything else laid out. I should try a competitive game at some point. With some games I'm like, oh, are the people on Board Game Arena? Maybe they've just been playing it for like 6 years and they're all amazing. I think it tries to match you up with people of similar newness, right? So Gaia phase, that goes in and all these go back. And then we're into actions and Automata is first. So what are they're blocking off an action straight away. 4th from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh dear. That is actually one I might really have gone for. 7 money. That was probably the best way of me getting money gone right away. So although they're maybe not doing stuff for these goals at the end, they're interfering with what I can do. Because I can't even afford... 1 power could be a money. Like if I'm just 1 money short. I'm a money and an ore short of doing one of these institutes, which would be worth 5 points to get out, and an extra QIC cube every round is no bad thing. It's just, it's this getting upgraded as well, and it's not anywhere near part of being a federation. What are you? You're 2 terraforming steps. So if I could put like my space station down here, Gaia form this, then here, get on here. It's a long way from this ever becoming part of the Federation if you're going that long away. I just don't really want to spend cubes to put satellites down because they could be getting me on Gaia planets instead. Okay, they've blocked off a space. So what am I going to do? Maybe I should do some upgrading and just ignore the round benefit for now. Maybe I should just upgrade into a trading house. I need like a little tracker that tells me how much power this federation is, so I can be aware of when it gets to 14, and then I can have another federation token by doing the action. So we could upgrade that for only 3 money because it's within range. Can you extend range to the south of the red planet? I could, without my space station here, I could just go there straight away to get out to another space. I'd like to save these to go on Gaia planets, but I'm not doing that, am I? Really, yeah. I could be saving these as well for some amazing action. This is just get points. This is get all of the income from one of your Federation tokens. It costs 3 cubes, though. For 4 cubes, though, you can have a tech tile. But you can't always save the stuff. I would like some charges, please. I'm going to do my stalling. I'm going to have 4 charge, please. Autima, what are you going to do? So that's gone away. Oh, they should have had a point. I don't think I gave them a point. And then they're doing their special action, which is move up in a technology. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. And block something off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might have done that. 1 terraforming step. And have a point. Again, nothing that helps me there. Like I can get rid of a couple of tokens again to have 4 to do something with. Like if I wanted 2 more knowledge, go up another track. I can make Gaia forming cheaper. And I'd have 2 Gaia formers, so I could do 2, like in 1 round. But obviously, the usefulness of that is going to run out as I Gaia form everything. I'm going to upgrade this because I think I'm stuck for money. 1, 2, 3, and 2 ore. I'm going to upgrade this because I get the cheaper money because it's in range. And then we want to build out here. What power would that give me? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. Nowhere near 14. Another space station and make it 12. No, nowhere near another Federation this turn, I don't think. So just an upgrade for now. Bot. Gonna give me some charge? No. They're just obsessed with blocking these actions off. 1, 2. They're blocking that off. I wasn't going to do that anyway, so that's fine. Oh, they really don't want to give me any charge, do they? So it might be quite a short round, actually. Partly because I should have gone up one of these tracks. But I'm doing nicely for these goals, aren't I? What am I on now? I'll be on 3 Gaia planets in a minute. And I can Gaia form another one, no problem. Without even putting anything else down. But I'm probably going to put my space station here and Gaia form this one. Let's actually do that. out there. Because then we'll be next to this next time, and we could just put a cheap mine out there because it's my type of planet. I don't have to terraform it. Yeah? Yeah. But stalling with special actions, they're going to upgrade. So the only thing they can upgrade, we don't really need to go through any options. They're getting a point, and they're going to upgrade this into a trading house because it's the only thing they've got out that can that anything can happen with. I'll lie these early ones down so they can be differentiated a bit more easily. So they've got, I can spend a point to get 2 power. I will. I can only put 1 down at a time. 1 down per round is the downside. So I'm hoping to like try and maximize the number of things I can get to. It's delaying me getting to this, whereas I could have just done that to link up. I've maybe gone about things the wrong way. If I spent this 2 power to get money, I would need another power. Just thinking, if I could get 5 money and 3 power, I can turn this into a lab, and then we could get another research. The trouble is, that it can't benefit me right now. I could get an advanced technology and have an action to get a green tech and 5 money, but it would have to overwrite the only tech tile that I've got. I could do it though. Is that a good thing to do? I wouldn't then have ore. It seems a shame that like you want one of these research tiles that's just an instant benefit to be overwritten, don't you? So you don't mind it, you're not losing anything when that's overwritten with an advanced one. Yeah, I could spend it just getting a load of money. But that's again overwriting like my money income with knowledge income. And it's money that I'm really, really hurting on. So that if you build this mine here, you're kind of committing to not being able to afford anything else. Are you? Not necessarily. Not if you want to go and get that. Oh, you wouldn't have the stuff to go and get that tech, though. Because there's just get 3 ore, but that doesn't... It again overwrites my lovely charge 4 special action. It's like maybe that's something I should do. It's just so useful, no, you shouldn't. If I commit to building this space station right now, because there's nothing else that I can really do on my turn, is there? I don't want a Gaia form right now, and I can't while I've got this on here. I can't do another Federation because I haven't got enough power. I haven't got the knowledge to research. I could do one of these. I mean, I could just get 2 knowledge and go up something. But how's that helping me right now? Not really. Could get 2 ore, but that's not what I'm short on. We could get 5 steps. Hey, Thomas, how's it going? Build on the planet. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? Build on the planet. Another mine's out. That's another ore income. So we've got another structure out. We've got another green planet we've built on. Yeah. What am I doing? I'm not happy with my decisions right now. They're upgrading, so that means their priority is they want to upgrade. Oh, the only thing they can do is turn this into a lab, right? Because they haven't put anything out all game yet. Come on, it's round 3. And they get 1 point. So that's putting a 2 power thing next to me. I will lose a point to charge 2. To probably get knowledge, right? They might pass. Maybe you want to just get a couple of power and spend these QIC cubes, get into another green planet. Just because you're going to get a point for them at the end of the turn. I don't know if like 1 point's enough to be changing your whole plans for. But yeah, we could put another mine out. Like with a couple of terraforming steps, really. Like by doing this action. Now there's yellow, but that's not in my range. Blue's in my range. It's wasting a terraforming step, but it's in the Federation, isn't it? But you would need 2 for the money and then 5 for the terraforming, if that's the plan. How much power we got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's 12. So we're so close. Couple more things in this Federation and we can get a new token. It's not going to be this round though, which is probably good because next round it's 5 points for getting a new Federation token. If you spent these 2 QIC cubes putting satellites down, you would have another Federation. Does that change things? You could get 6 money. It's 2 beautiful QIC cubes, but hey George, wonder why they didn't randomize the factions. What do you mean? Like their costs and things. Do you know what? I'm gonna form a federation. Are you? Yes. It's going to be the best federation you've ever seen. So you can fill in gaps with satellites, which usually cost a power. You've got to discard a power token. But because of me, my faction's ability, I've got to spend QIC cubes. So I'm spending these cubes. I found a loophole. I was saving them to get a tech, though. I've now got 14 power, right? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes. So we can have a new faction token. So I can have 7 points and 6 money. Cut up. So I could now upgrade to another trading house. It would be all of that money. Do the satellites count for a power as well, Chester? I'm not saying they don't. I'm saying I haven't thought about that at all. Do they? I know maybe space stations do. Let me just check. Because if they do, that's something I haven't been thinking of. I don't think the satellites count as a power. My space stations count as a power. Right? Yeah. I think it's just my space stations. In this configuration, only the one instance of red planets being next to each other. Well, like on the map. Yeah, so I've got some money now, so I could do another upgrade. This is standard. I think it's Automa difficulty, right? Just standard. I haven't changed anything. So I've done a faction. They need to go. I've done a new federation. Are they passing? This is their last 3 cards. They are not, for the first time. 2 points. And move up a random track. First one from the left. They have moved up loads of tracks. Now it's back to me. So yeah, I could, for all of my money and all of my ore, I could turn a mine into another trading house. That would give me 7 money as income. And maybe more with other things. I don't feel like I should put the trading house back for another lab. Although that's a research though. That's a research token, and you could make up that 3 income you're losing by getting another token and moving up there. And then you've just got more things for later. Or get yourself a QIC cube and an ore, and then that's ready to be overwritten with an advanced tech later. Or you could get the 4, even better, the 4 money income now. Well, that's a good combo though, isn't it? Or like the ore and the power. It's got to do something now though is the problem. When I haven't decided what I'm doing. I'd like him to do something I can charge with again. I haven't really made me terraforming steps stupid. It was pointless going up here, wasn't it? Probably. I think I wanted the 2 ore for something right away. I'm not really bothered about Gaia forming being made cheap. Although I could do both of these, couldn't I? If I had 2 Gaia formers and they only cost 4 each. And that would let me charge 3. I need an ore though, if I want to do this upgrade. So, if you want an ore, you could just get 3 power, or you could lose something to get 4 power and have 2 ore. Lose something. Yeah. Lose 1 to charge. 4 power. My action is get 2 ore. Instead of 2 knowledge. Yeah, because we can get a research tile and go up. It'll be okay. Automa is passing. There's a red X there, and this is in their last 3 cards. So, let's make sure I get all of the bits. Score the points from the current round's tile. 0. They get the round booster on the left. Might have taken that, I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about it. Put the older one to the right and get all of their cards, plus a fresh random one. They keep first player. Did I miss their points? How many points should they have had? Is it 2 last time? I think I gave them 2 last time. They get a new card for next time. Just accidentally looked at it, but it's another one of these. Spread out, Automa. Was it like their last card again? It must have been their bottom card. What are the chances of this happening? This is very weird. This has never happened on Board Game Arena. But by not spreading out at all, they're not competing for any of these things. They're also not charging my power. Right, we've got money. We've got stuff. I'm going to upgrade this trading house into lab, research center, whatever they are, for 5 money and 3 ore. I've still got 1 for later. And I can have a research tile. I think to make up for my horrible money deficit, I'm going to take 4 money as income, but this isn't one I can really overwrite with advanced, is it? He's been very passive. He's stopping me doing things I want to do here and holding me back. But I'd say maybe my not building an income engine has held me back more. And he's not like going up the track he's highest in, is he? Unless I've missed a symbol. I could have missed a symbol and maybe he should be higher on a particular track. I get a research. I'm going to go for the 4 money, and that lets me go up any track. I'm going to go up this one. I get to charge 3. Is that going to help you, though? That could be some wasted charges. It's just if I have 2 Gaia formers and it only costs 4 to Gaia form, I can do both of these. Now. For the sake, the downside is you've got to lose loads of this stuff from Bowl 2. And I don't want to throw it away because I want to have stuff to charge at the start of next round. I'm doing it. Charge 3. Charge 3 whenever you go up from 2 to 3 in these rows. Get a second Gaia former, and Gaia forming now costs 4 each. So I'm going to Gaia form 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to Gaia form 1, 2, 3, 4. Wasteful of this charge income again. And all this is going to get flooded back in just in Bowl 1. But think of the green planets. Think of the number of structures. How many structures have I got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, we're right on that, I think. Didn't do the big upgrade that it wanted me to. I think that's all we can do this round. Yeah. No more federations or anything just yet, although we could be getting there. So I think that's it. Passing. When I pass, a point for every Gaia planet that I'm on. 3. Didn't do the round bonus myself either. So do I want 3 points for every lab? I've got 2 labs out right now. Maybe they'll get upgraded and that's not going to be true. And a knowledge income. 2 money and a QIC I'm leaning towards. A point for every mine and an ore as income. 2 money and a QIC. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. So that goes on the right. All of him passing stuff's okay. Because he's not getting his 2 points for going to new planet types either. That's holding him back on the points. So, new round. And income. Let's zoom back in. 6 money. Not a lot, is it? Oh. Might as well use this marker. You've got 2 markers because you can have up to 30 money. 2 QICs. A new power. And 4 charge. 1, 2, 3. We're going to have to waste a bit. 4 ore and 3 knowledge. I think that's all of my income. And then Gaia forming. 1 there. 1 there. What's the thing where I see that I've done this all wrong? No, you start with the 6 green cards and a random card. I haven't done anything wrong with the setup of the 1 random card, turn the bottom 3 perpendicular. Maybe the shuffle's just gone really weird. And he hasn't happened to gain any, like, I'll shuffle these. Like, upgrade your highest. Put another mine out. Put another mine out. Like, he could have gained more of those cards and really gone into that. Maybe that's just what's happened on Board Game Arena. Like, he's keeping up in points. And he's not been charging me any power, really, because of his weirdness. Actions. He's going first. So let's have a look. He is upgrading. So the only thing he can upgrade is this into an academy. And he gets a point. Was he the same as me and he gets 1 now? Something weird happened when I picked that up. Memory just got wiped. And then he's got 3 power there, so I can spend 2 points to charge 3. I'm not actually going to do it. Oh no, all this should be back, shouldn't it, in the Gaia forming? Yes, I will do it. 2 points to charge 3. Okay. For me, he's not really competing for anything, so I'm not, like, chasing him down for that as I might normally be. This should all be refreshed at the end. I forgot that. Now, if you upgraded something to an academy, get more QIC cubes, you could get another research token as well. Well, if we're going to cover this up, I definitely want to use it first. I don't know if I will cover it up, if that's a good idea. Charge 4, and then see what Autumn is up to. Block something off. That's what most of their cards are, it seems. And go there. Probably wasn't going to do that one. And we're back to me. So she's got 2 power. I don't really want to throw a load of power away. I want to be, like, near planets to Gaia form them, don't I? I might have to spend these to be in range of Gaia forming things. Oh yeah, another point. Thank you. I can research something. I don't think I'm that fussed about making Gaia forming cheaper. I could make terraforming cheaper, but I'm not really terraforming that way. I'm doing it with power, aren't I, more than anything? Maybe income, but it seems late. Though you can have a bit more money income for the last 2 rounds. It's some more charge as well, if you're not going to Gaia form as much this round. Yeah, go on. 4 knowledge. And get some income. Automa. Let's put it down on mine, everybody. Alert, alert. Right. But this is unprecedented. I need to get me steps down. So condition, has he got a mine in his supply? Yes, definitely. So valid planets, empty in range. So we can see his range for this is 2. Doesn't care what he is on the upgrade tracks. So we're looking at planets within range 2. And you can use these tokens to define it. Because they don't care that things are transdim. They can, they don't have to Gaia form things. 1, 2, 1, 2. In fact, those are the only 2 options. So, out of these 2 options, it's faction action tiebreaker. It hasn't got one. If certain final scorings are in play, then it will tiebreak according to them. So the card you see up here, we're looking at the bottom scoring tile. So have the most structures on the board. There is no There is no tiebreaker for that scoring. If it was most Gaia planets, they would be focusing on Gaia planets. So then, fewest terraforming steps. Looking at their area here. So we're looking at their terraforming thing up here. So lowest for them is a red planet, a yellow planet, or a Gaia planet. There isn't one. Then it is transdim planets. White planet. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Chester. I forgot they had 2 things on the board. That's within 2, and the brown planet. So, narrowing things down, the white planet is 3 steps, so it's not going to be that. Blue, brown, and transdim are all 2 terraforming steps, so they're in contention. Next, closest to your planets. So, 1, 2, 3 away, 1, 2, 3 away, 1, 2 away. So I think our winner is they're building on the brown. We've narrowed it down to 1 thing. They are popping a mine down here. So again, just like when they've been upgrading, they have put something down for 1 power. So I can charge 1 for 0 points. So no reason not to do that. Place their mine. Place a satellite adjacent to a new mine if it isn't part of another automa structure. I don't know if satellites stop you from placing satellites in there. There we go. Okay. They've put a new structure out. Great. Okay. And they should have a point. So for me, yeah, I got a Federation token early, didn't I? I should have waited and got the extra 5 points. I was excited about what I could do last turn, though. Hopefully it was worth it. Because getting a Federation token this time... What am I on right now? We can put another space station token out. So we could have 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. 6 more. Hey, Johan, how's it going? A great weekend to you too. I hope you enjoy when you watch back. I hope I do well. You'll be able to speed me up when you watch back as well. So I can put a space station out. I'm kind of like... Well, I was thinking of going out here, but maybe I just want to link up to these Gaia planets and get on more of them. I've got no scoring for the end of round, which might be a mistake. I might want to start taking the scoring tiles for the end. I've got 2 power right now. I want to build where I've Gaia formed, don't I? Because that's just cheap. I don't have to spend the cube. And if I've built there, I could then put a mine here. It's just loads of mines, but let's do that for an action. 2 money and an ore. Pop a mine here. I've got a Gaia former back. I don't have to build them right away. It's just your Gaia former's tied up. It's just I'm not really close to anywhere for Gaia forming right now, am I? So I'm on a new... That's a new structure and a new Gaia planet. I've now reached the dummy token. You go away. New card coming in. They are upgrading. So the only thing they can upgrade is their mine into a trading post. And they get a point. And that's 2 power next to me. I will lose a point to charge 2 power. Because they're going straight into 3 as well. Right. We need to try and get a Federation token. That's 1 added to it. Can you add 5 more? Probably not. I mean, with 4 power, we can easily get some... It's just you want to try and charge more before you spend it. Because at the moment, everything will charge, won't it? And we don't want to Gaia form anymore. I don't want to do anything anymore until... That's in there. I haven't got the knowledge to do research. You could put a space station out, but where's it going? You haven't really got a plan for that. And that's 2 terraforming steps. If we get to do this, build a mine on the second Gaia planet, maybe that's what I should do. So then I'm definitely not going to have enough to load in. It's an easy 1 power, isn't it? It's a cheap 1 power. So's there. Yeah, again, I don't think getting a Federation token is going to be possible. Maybe he's going to just charge me loads, though, and I'll be able to get ore and money, and then it'll be easy. Like 3 terraforming steps. I've only got 3 more mines that could go out, though. Let's pop another mine out. I'm going to put it here. Yeah, because that Gaia planet's safe. Automa. No points for doing that. Automa is doing their special thing. So move up a random track. Second one along. Getting close to the top. Do they get points from the tracks? I'll have to check at the end, like I do. Then they're blocking off an action. Second one along. Oh, the 2 terraforming steps. So, yep. Shouldn't have talked about it because they've blocked it off now. And then they get a point. Okay. Could just keep putting more mines out. It's not helping the money situation. But we could put another mine out. And if I did an action to get 7 money, we would have enough to upgrade into 1 trading post. Now I've got all these cubes. Well, the cubes I could just spend to increase my range to go and Gaia form that one or that one. Maybe that one because it's closer to them. But we would have to put satellites out to it later, whereas this one, we wouldn't have to put satellites out to include it in the Federation. But we're thinking kind of turns ahead. Next round, the scoring is for putting mines out, so I shouldn't really be doing it now. But if you turn them into trading posts, then you'll be able to put more mines out. I think I've got another structure out, haven't I? Yeah, 9's what I should be on. You can just count the empty spaces on your board. Because I don't think I could do it, but if I could afford to upgrade to a trading post and then another lab, you do have a blue planet adjacent to you as well. And that's 1 step for me. I could do this, yeah. I could do that for 1 step. So I don't really want to do anything immediately because I would like if I could do the ore and the money, we could get a trading house and a lab out, and then have I had my income here? Yeah, I spent it on going up that orange track, didn't I? And then that's another research, and we could take an advanced one. If we wanted to. Get 3 ore as a special action, get a QIC cube and 5 money. Or you could just take another kind of incomey one. Another knowledge and another money, and pump you up this track. Your downside is, again, though, because he's not built anything, you've ended up with nothing in range of him to get the cheap trading post. Build a space station. Build it there, and then we'll build on these with QIC cubes at some point. What's he doing? Random track. Second from the right. No power coming from that then. I mean, there is the discard charging that I can do. I could get 3 more in there, which isn't enough to get stuff I want from there. You could just be happy getting mines out. That's not going to get you 6 more. Well, neither's upgrading. Isn't going to get you 6 more for a Federation. What are we on with the new trading post? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 17. Yeah, even if you put another one there, you can't afford, I don't think. Even if you put all the mines you can afford out. You only got 2 more mines anyway. I'm going to have plenty of ore next time, at least. Go for it. 1, 2, 1. I'm going to spend a QIC cube. We don't have to do that yet. The end of the round bonus this turn is get a Federation token. So that's why I'm desperately trying to get to 21, but I don't think I can do it. Let's just build where my Gaia former is. Because that's another structure. It's another Gaia planet, so we're in the lead on this for sure. But we know they're definitely not doing a mine, because I think they've only got 1 card that does that. Blocking off an action, the 4th one along. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there goes the money. Okay, so we're not going to be doing any more big things, because I can't get tons of money. And it refuses to charge me. Could still get some ore. Some knowledge wouldn't do us anything. Because you could put a mine out with 1 terraforming step, like here. And the spare power to get you the money you need for it. Oh, 3v3, thank you, yeah. See, I'm lagging behind this round, aren't I? I'm not doing very well for scoring in general, I don't think. I get some points at the end. I need to get something with a end of round bonus. So I want to spend this, so I've got something in bowl 1 to Gaia form with. Like there. But now I can't have money. Hey Bob, how's it going? Have you been playing it on Board Game Arena, or you've just got it? I've been playing it on Board Game Arena as well. That's how I've been relearning it this week. 45 games so far, never one on the table. Wow. Oh, you got it, and then you've been playing loads of Board Game Arena. I've played it, I think, about 5 times this week. All on Board Game Arena. This is my first time since getting it back out on the table. Just as soon as I use a power, then that's in bowl 1, and things are going to go wrong. As soon as I spend this power, he's going to charge me somehow. He's going to upgrade that. I could have charged. You just have to decline the charge then, wouldn't you? And you could get 4 money. Could you go 2 north and go for the purple planet? And then you'd be within 2. Oh yeah, there'd be another thing within 2 of him, wouldn't there? Do you mean if a Gaia formed that? Yeah, because I can use me QIC cube to give me 2 extra range for Gaia form. It's just, I want to have spent this full power so it's in bowl 1, rather than Gaia forming it and it goes out of bowl 2. Just like all these mines are going to be out, and we score for mines next time. So no, don't put any more mines out. But as soon as you upgrade the mines into other things, they're not out anymore. I could get 4 more money, which isn't quite enough to upgrade into a mine, annoyingly. I've put my token out. There's no more stalling that I can do. I can't do a Federation token. I can't do any research. I don't know if this is really silly, but I'm going to discard a power. So I've got 5. And I'm going to spend it all individually just to get money. He took away my get 7 money. And then I'm going to do an upgrade action. 6. It doesn't really matter which one I upgrade. 6 money, 2 ore. And then we've got another trading house out for a bit more money income. And we've got a couple of mines we could maybe put out next time. For Federation, I'm still nowhere near, right? 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 2 away, but I've got absolutely nothing, I think, to do next time. Apart from Gaia form is the one thing I want to do. He's into his last 3 cards. Oh, he should have passed last time, actually. Take 3 points off him. This is what he blocked off last time, isn't it? He should have passed. Right. Have them back. You had 4 in here. You could have got 7 money. So you'd still have 2 left. What? Yeah, that was one of the last 3. And it had a red X on it. He should have passed. Amazing. Could have gone without all of that mental anguish. Right. So points from the current round tile. That's 5. Round booster. Let's see. The support card would have been this one. So the rightmost one he takes. Might have been the one I'd have taken. And then all of his cards shuffled back up, plus a fresh one. I could have geared up and got a Federation token this turn as well. If I hadn't... I got excited last round and did it too early. Done myself out of 5 points. Last 3. Maybe he's got another mine building card out there. He's got a decent lead on him, hasn't he? We are going to have a load of stuff in Bowl 2, though. We should be doing pretty well for power next round. So last thing I want to do, spend a QIC. And we'll spend 4 power so we can Gaia form here. I could do it again so I can Gaia form here as well. But then there's going to be nothing left to Gaia form next time. It does mean I kind of stake my claim on them. And I could get that in a future round. I could get that in the last round when I'm in loads of them. I would like having the power there. Maybe we'll do 2 next time. No, I'm not going to do 2 now. I think that's it, a pass. So, I feel like what I should have and what I should have had this round, a point for every mine out. It's just that the income is just ore. So that could be worth at least 6 points. Point for every lab. 3 points for every lab. And there's a knowledge income on there. The ore might save you. Have that. So past there, these all become available again. That it? And then flip that over. Income for round 5. I get a QIC. I'll have 4 charge, please. And then a new token. 3, 7 money. 3 knowledge, which is enough for a research step. And 3, 6 ore. And another one. Gaia, you come back into Bowl 1, and you become a Gaia planet, albeit not in my Federation, but we could do that with a couple of QIC cubes, or pop a space station out there. Just that's something we can upgrade for cheap. That's something that has held me back as well. Like, it's been so expensive to make the first upgrade because he isn't building anything. But, yeah. It's just the way it's gone into it. Resources on the track. What do you mean, Jester? What have I missed? Oh, them, yes. Thank you. 2 more money and another charge. I'll do that before I put the bowl in, and they would still be in the Gaia area. So we've got 5 power to start the round with. I'm not used to having any income from there. Every game that I've played, I've never gone up these 2 tracks. All the ones I've done on Board Game Arena, even though I tell myself, you get some income this time. Okay, they're starting out. Blocking off an action and getting a point. I don't like this lead. And they're blocking off number 3. 1, 2, 3. Probably wasn't going to do that anyway. Then I probably want to charge 4 before more goes into area 1, don't I? Or do you want to use your 5? No. I want to charge 4. Try and get all my charges in so we've got it all to spend, don't I? But discard that. And they are upgrading. Yes, they can upgrade. So this turns into a lab. They get a point. And I get the 7 money right now. It's going to block it off into. They have just gone next to me for power 2, so I will lose a point to charge 2. 1, 2. Got 6 power in there. I mean, I could afford to lose a couple, I'm sure, to get to something even better. So what do I want the most? I want mines out, because that's what the scoring is. 2 money and an ore. Let's pop a mine out there. Popping mines out is worth 2 points. And I also need to do some upgrading, so I've got more mines available, I think. But is blocking something off. First one on the left. You're not getting 3 knowledge for 7 power. Probably wasn't doing that. And that's another structure. So I'm on 11 now. So I've caught up with the... I'll put these looping... No, that's not going to make sense, is it? I don't know. Maybe we should have got 2 cubes out. And another one on a Gaia planet. I know I don't need to be putting them on Gaia planets, but I kind of might as well, hadn't I? Because I could just get that scoring as well later. And whatever they are, they're going to score. Yeah, QIC cube. 2 money. 1 ore. Build on one of these adjacent Gaia planets. We're on 12 for structures now. I'll loop around. And then I remember... I don't know if I'll remember that. And another 2 points. Bot. Did they get 3 points? I don't feel like they did. Like I missed them. Bot is doing their special thing. Going up track 3. Blocking off action 3. Oh, I might have wanted that ore. And then getting a point. A bit of a points gulf now, isn't there? See, I kind of don't want to upgrade them to trading houses, because trading houses is the points next round. I've got no mines right now, though. How many points have we got here? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We can still put a space station out. We could upgrade one of these. 6. Oh, I'm missing an ore. 6 ore and 6 money, and we could get something out, like get more cubes, get more knowledge income. It is a bit late, but you'd also get a research tile. And then we could get a Federation token. I'm not sure at what point they get the Federation tokens. If they get to level 4, they take the advanced tech tile away. I'm not sure at what point they grab Federation tokens away from you, though. I know they do at some points, because they've done it online. 2 power away from a Federation token. I've got a trading house. We could just go the slightly cheaper way. Get the 7 money first. Get the 7 money. I think you're right. 2, 4. Charging's going to be a bit bad, but it'll be okay. I'm just going to put both on that 7. Bot is building a mine. They're building a mine, everyone. So within range 2 of where they are, let's get their options. There, they could be there. They could be there. I think that's it. They've added that option, but within range 2, that's not a lot of stuff. They are not considering either of the scoring tiles. So, they haven't got a faction action tiebreaker. No final scoring tiebreaker because these are 2 red X's. Fewest terraforming steps. They're both blue. And closest to your planets. Well, this one, isn't it? Because I've just built it right next to him. So he's building here. I can charge 1 for free, although does it right after I've spent it. He gets a point. And that's that. Okay. I've still got 2 power, and I could charge more easily. I can't get ore this way. We've got research if we want to go up somewhere. But what am I going to do? Make terraforming steps cheaper? I feel like I've done very well with that. I feel like we want to get a lab and get a tile right now. I mean, you want to get to the top of that, not necessarily for the power, but for the points at the top. That could be worth like 10 points or something. 4 points plus 1 for every Gaia planet you're on. Because you could build this and get the upgrade tile. It's just that doesn't increase your power, does it? Whereas upgrading to this would, but you're an ore short. 3 power could be an ore. Go on then. Lose a power to get 1. 3 power can be an ore. Upgrade this. Do we want 2 knowledge income, which means we'd be able to move up a research track next turn, or a QIC, which helps us making the federations and stuff? Special action that gets us a QIC. I've not spent anything yet, have I? Yeah, I've got no ore. I've got no mines. Have I built where our Gaia formed? Yeah, where's my Gaia former? Should be on my board. Yeah, do that. And that gets you a new research tile. This research tile could make both of these worth 4 power. It's just I'd then be moving up a track that's not very useful to me. This one here, is that points for everything you've already done or when you do it? I think green is when you do it. White is for everything you've previously done. So that'd be a knowledge for every different kind of planet I'm on. I'm not on a lot of different planets, really. I've done Gaia. That was the brief. I've done it. I get another ore and another QIC right now. I could go for advanced. I've got Federation tokens to flip. If we give up, like, the charge, perhaps. I could get 3 ore right now, and then we could do something else, couldn't we? Yeah, go for it. So if I flip a Federation token, I could take this, but I've got to cover up. What do you think? 4 charge or 4 income? 4 income. So that was upgrading to that. And I think we can do a Federation next time. Bot is upgrading. So their priority is to upgrade a mine into a trading post. So lose a point for 2 power. Yeah. Keep charging. And then they get a point. Then we can still do the research step. Oh, you can do your special action to get 3 ore. Bot. They're not quite into the last 3 cards. That's the next card. Up a random track, second from the left. This one, they've got to the top. And so I can't have the Lost Planet. I think that's the thing that only you can colonize. No points for that. Then I can do something now, can't I? I can upgrade. I can get a trading house out. And a mine, perhaps. I say we want, hopefully. It's gone on a bit longer than I thought it would, but that's my indecisiveness in person. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so if I upgrade this one that's next to him, it's cheaper for me. And then I've got a mine out that I can put out in a min. And that's some more money income. Bot. So this could be... He's passing. So, reminder of what that means. He's getting 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's check all of this is right. He's got 4 structures out. None of them on Gaia planets. Takes the round booster on his support card, the rightmost one. I don't think I was going to take that. And then gets his cards together. And he's going to get a fresh one. And we're nearly there, because I don't think I'm doing much more. Probably just going to put a mine out. Apologising to Rach as well, because Rach has to wait for me so we can have dinner. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I hope I haven't got anything majorly wrong. I feel like it's going well. So the trouble with this is, I want a Gaia form there. But I would also quite like to just build a mine there. Because it's 2 points for building a mine, isn't it? Let's see. You're only 1 terraforming step. If I can get 3 power, that'll pay for the terraforming step, and then we can do both. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll still have 3 power floating around. I think that's okay. And I'll do that. Terraform. Yeah, 1 terraform step. So this blue planet. And it costs 2 money and an ore. Two points. Rach is the chef. For certain things. Sometimes we share it up. But, yeah, to be very fair, a lot more Rach. But she's a lot better. She's a lot more organised and tidier about it. I seem to just make messes everywhere. So I built another mine. And then we wanted to spend the QIC cube to give us the rain. Oh, we don't have to do that, do we? I haven't even put me... I haven't done my special action yet. I haven't put my space station out. So now it is in range, and I can Gaia form 4 cubes. Yeah, because I haven't gone up yet, have I? I think I'm happy with 4. Yeah. And then we'll Gaia form that then. Shame if I had some ore. One ore, and I could do another mine for another couple of points. We've got all the mines out for this. We're getting max points out of this. We can make a federation. Oh, we can make a federation. That'll give us ore. But then you haven't got mines to put down. So we can get money. We've got 3 money. We could upgrade one of the mines if I got some ore. But you want to do that next time. Maybe you just want to have the stuff stored up so you'll be able to do it next time. Just if you do it now, you'll get money. Knowledge would be nice, but I don't think it would get me any more up tracks. We'll do a research action to get us up there so I can get to the top and get some points. That's 4 knowledge. Then what power are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 22, 23. So nowhere near another one, but this is our 3rd. I could just take 12 points, try and catch up a bit. But I think we want to have stuff to do. I'm going to go money, and we'll save it for next round. I'm going to go money again. 7 points and 6 money. Let's consolidate these trackers so I can know what I'm doing more. I think that's everything I can do. I spent all of my bits. Yes. So, pass. I get a point for every mine I've got out. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them. So, 46. Still behind, but not by quite as much. Pass there. How many structures have I got out? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I should be out on this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Gaia planets. Yeah, I'm right on there. And then token, either number of Gaia planets, which at the moment is 5, 6, 7. It's going to be 8. Whereas I don't know that I'm going to have all my labs out. There's more money income. Yeah, go for that. Glad he didn't take it. Is that it for passing? I think so. Oh, he should have some more points because he's gone on 2 new planet types. 2 points for each of them. Remembered his ability. Okay, get all of your tokens back then. We haven't got the money income from this, but I have got more trading houses out now, so maybe it's balanced out. So income is going to be a QIC, 4 charge, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a new token, 4 knowledge, 7 money, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ore. With an action to get 3 more, hopefully do some good upgrades with all of this. I think that's... Oh no, we're on the track, aren't we, as well? 2 more money and another charge. We'll do that charge before you gained another token. Yeah, maybe we should have moved up that track. We'll see how it goes. Right then, Gaia, you go back into ball 1 and you become a Gaia planet. And then actions. The bot starts us off. And it's going to be going up his highest track. Is there a tiebreaker here? Yes. So we go 3 from the right. 1, 2, 3. He goes up this one. That's his highest, but he can't go any higher on that. And he gets a point. I want to upgrade. But everyone's expensive, aren't they? Because again, he ain't built anywhere. These don't need to be on here. Unless I build like here or here, I'm not going to be in range of him. And I can't build a mine without upgrading. So we're going to have to waste a bit of money here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Upgrading a mine to a trading house. So it doesn't really matter which it is. I'll do it over here, why not? And I get 4 points, because that's this round's thing. Bot. Maybe I should have charged. Oh well, it's the same difference, isn't it? If he charges now or I charge. A random research, 2 points. 3 from the left. 1, 2, 3. Goes at that one. He's not competing in the one I care about, so I'm not really bothered what he does with research. let's have 4 charge then. And once I'm used this, I'm free to change to advanced should I get another research. 4 charge, 2, 4. Bot is blocking off the 5th from the left action and getting 3 points. 4, 5, and getting 3 points. That's a lot of points. So now I could build closer to the bot. Like a white planet, that's 2 terraforming steps. Blue is 1, but that's nowhere near any of my planets. Or you just pay the 6 money again. You could hold off, you could build another space station. I'm not sure quite where you want it. Get another Gaia planet in range. Yeah, go on. Or get 3 ore. Yeah, let's get 3 ore. Bot, charge me up a bit, please. Putting down a mine. Right, action stations. So 2 range from where they are. There. Nowhere else around here. There. There. Because they haven't expanded anywhere, really. So then it's faction tiebreaker, end of round tiebreaker, most Gaia planets. So their priority would be Gaia or trans-dim planets. None of them in range, I'm afraid. I've had them all, you're too late. Fewest terraforming steps. So is there any red or yellow? No. Blue is the fewest out of all of those. Oh no, blue and brown. And then closest to mine. So it'll be this one. No, that's not blue or brown. 1, 2, 3 away. 1, 2, 3 away. So either of those. And then directional selection is bottom to top. So it's going to be... White's not in contention. So it's going to be the brown one. Because that's on a lower row. They're going to put a mine out there. And it's nowhere near me, unfortunately, to benefit from that. So... And they get a point. We want to build another one then, don't we? No matter what's happening. Sure, you could build there now, but they might not even upgrade this. They probably will. Yeah, they would upgrade this one because their priority is to make trading houses. But yellow's 2 terraforming steps. 5 power's a bit of an ask at the moment. I'm just paying. I'm paying the big bucks. And I get another 4 points. I don't know that we'll do that again, though. Then, so we might get another Federation out of this. We might squeeze one more. Blocking off the 4th from the right and getting 3 points. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Space station, I'm not sure where that's going to go. Maybe like to there. So I'd like to charge stuff, please. Space station, where is it? My last one. Link up to another Gaia planet. It's more points at the end as well if we just get on these Gaia things. I've got 2 QIC cubes. Get on these 2. Bot. Or Automa, I should say. Upgrading. So they'll upgrade their new mine into a trading post. And get a point. But I'm out of range of it, unfortunately. I'm going to put a mine out. So 2 money. And an ore. Because now they'd be building 2 ranges, not... There's good if they would build there. That's within range of me. Let's go out here, why not? Spend a QIC cube and 2 money and ore I think I've already spent. And we're on another planet and another Gaia planet. Oh, and there's this, remember, that you've Gaia formed. Out here. Blocking off the first one from the left and getting a point. And if you could afford to upgrade it into one of these, we're a money short. So maybe we want to charge, take 7 money, upgrade the trading house into one of these, and then we just have enough to make another trading house for another 4 points. And we get a bonus from some of this stuff. See how it goes. But not passing quite yet, but getting close. Putting a mine out and getting 3 points. So the mine is just range 2 though. So there again. And they are not considering the Gaia planet, even though that's not in contention. So lowest cost, I think, is the yellow. That's still out of range of me. I've spent that power, haven't I? Next time, maybe they'd go there, but I don't think they've got more mine building cards. We're going to build there, then. Because of lowest terraforming cost. That's only 1. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Right. So are you going to do that then? Upgrade into a lab and then upgrade into another trading house? I'd like to have another mine out. And with the lab, you might be able to get the money and all you need. Upgrade to a lab. I don't really mind which you upgrade. It has to be a trading house, though, not a mine. And then a research tile. 7 points. Nothing's really going to get me high up. I've got research to pay to just go up that one, because this is 3 points every time you build on a Gaia planet, and I should have had this ages ago. That would have got me loads of points. Missed a trick there. But I was so worried about income. Making these worth an extra power, it's going up a track I don't care about, but... Oh, what about advanced, though? You could take an advanced if you've already used this, so why not cover it up? What are those things? What's that one second from the right? Just a point for everything you built on at the end of the game, is that? When you return your booster, gain a point per different planet type you control. Again, I'm not on a load of different planets. I should know from that icon what it is. Because that's not going to get me much knowledge, because I'm not on that many different types. I mean, a QIC cube and 5 money is no bad thing. Probably better than a QIC cube and 1 ore, because ore we're doing okay on. Yeah, take that. And go on it. But this is in his last 3 cards. He is not passing just yet. Going up a random track, the first one from the left, and getting no points. I'll do my new special action. Get a cube and 5 money. But could be passing. They're passing. So, get 6 points. Take... I don't have to round booster mass. Over there. They get more stuff, but I assume they don't get more cards and things, because that's the end for them. So for me, I still want to put a mine out for sure, don't I? on a Gaia planet. Cost me a QIC cube and 2 ore and a money. It's another Gaia, that's another planet out. Then I think power actions are kind of out of the question. But what about Federation? 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Nothing. Oh, what did he build there? Maybe. 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 28. That's enough, isn't it? Right, Federation. What's stopping there? There's no money ones left. Knowledge isn't going to give me enough. Am I short of ore? I don't want power tokens. Maybe I just want 12 points. Maybe I just want 12 points. Okay. And then we can afford... Again, I'm nowhere near him, so I'm going to have to pay the full money. He's been very effective at denying me any of that. But I've got just enough. Oh, and building a trading post is worth 4 points. Made use of the last round thing, at least. 2 money and an ore to put a mine out where my Gaia former is. And that's another Gaia planet. I've lapped him. That's another structure. I'm everywhere. Because he hasn't really blocked me off, has he? He's made me pay full price for all of this stuff, and he's denied me from a load of juicy actions and stuff. And then, oh, research action, don't forget that. Flip my last Federation token. Get 4 points plus 1 for every Gaia planet you're on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 14. And then I think that's a pass. So pass, and it's 10, wasn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10 points for passing. With that. And then endgame scoring. Let's check for the Ultima. They definitely compete for the stuff. Yeah, so they score points for research areas in the same way as me. So that is 4 points for every bit you've moved up. So if you're at 3, that's 4 points. If you're at 4, that's 8 points. If you're at 5, that's 12 points. So we each get 12 points there, and they get another 4 points for being in section 3 of that one. They've spread out quite a lot, actually, haven't they? So they got a lot of random research movements rather than specific, and maybe they're just unlucky with it. So we each get 12. And then they get another 4. And then, well, the end scoring stuff, they're third for both. So they just get 6 points each. So that's 12. And I'm first for both. By miles. Like this, I've lapped this. I've got 16, not just 6. So I get 36. Seems wrong. And then we've already done the scoring for that. The scoring for you is just like you've already had your points throughout the game. I think the only points left is to turn my resources into points now. Yeah, scoring board. If you tied, research scoring, winner. So resources left. I've actually done a good job of spending them all, haven't I? I've got nothing left. Every 3 is worth a point. No, I haven't got any of that. But it's probably what you want, though, isn't it? So, barring some forgotten thing, I've probably forgot something along the way. But I think it should give you the gist of Gaia Project. That is, what, 142 to 107? I did win. As I said, I've only won once. What did I get on my first win? Let me just have a look at my score from last night. 156 to 136, so a bit more of a difference. I don't know if I'm getting it right. I need to step the difficulty up. But having said that, I should have said this at the start. The, like, trying to read, like, trying to get back into it again. I've never tried this faction, and, like, they're seen as, like, a good one to get started with, more than the one on the other side. Like, yeah, I don't know if that's, like, good or I've forgotten something major. I hope not. But yeah, really, like it's the bulk of Gaia Project, isn't it? A very strange behavior from the Automa. They don't usually do that, but yeah, they passed early. A lot of the game, I'd say 4 of the 6 rounds probably, they passed as soon as they had the opportunity, and in a lot of those cases, their minecart didn't come out, and they kept not getting more. I think they did in the end get 1 more, but they kept not getting more, which yeah, hurt me in making me pay more for trading posts and not charging me as much as I would like. But at the same time, kind of left the map wide open for me. Like, if you step the difficulty up, I don't know if it says on here. Yeah, so you get extra cards in the Automa deck from the start. So the next difficulty up, they would have had card 9 in immediately. Which, what is card 9? Is that I wouldn't be surprised if that's a building a mine one. Oh, that's their faction ability. And then they would start with 15, which is move up in the research that they're strongest in rather than just randomly. And then the ultimate difficulty is they get an extra point every time they gain points, apart from at the end of the game, which is pretty it's pretty huge, isn't it? That's a lot of instances of points throughout the game. What would that be, like an extra 50 or something? A lot of points anyway. But yeah, there's ways to change it up. But I think even at normal difficulty, they underperformed. But having said that, they got a pretty good gulf of points ahead of me, didn't they? It's just that, yeah, bizarrely, it doesn't normally happen. They didn't really compete for this. They've got more than 4, haven't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 doesn't get them anywhere near the 11 they need to beat the dummy player, though. And they didn't go on a Gaia planet at all. But yeah, maybe just a weird configuration of maps and that as well. Who knows? There we go, that is Gaia Project. I would really like to stay on top of Gaia Project and keep this in my head. This playthrough happened because it was voted for by patrons, and because I fancied playing it again and put it in the vote. Patreon.com/slickerdrips if you'd like to have a vote, see recorded playthroughs early, join the Discord, have a play with us on Board Game Arena. There's all sorts of stuff, but the main thing is you make the channel exist, and it's the only reason I can do it, really. So thanks a lot, everyone, for making it happen. And yeah, I've really enjoyed learning Gaia Project again. As I said, it's been years and years. The end of 2017 when I last made the playthrough, which is probably the last time I played it, until this week when I've played it loads of times. Thanks to Board Game Arena, really. And the tutorial on there. I'm watching my old video back, but hey, that tutorial on Board Game Arena was great. And the immediacy of playing it on Board Game Arena and knowing that I can't get the rules wrong is great for kind of brushing up on the rules and practicing. It's just that on Board Game Arena, I don't really pay attention to what the bot's doing at all. I just appreciate when the charges happen, but don't really look at the cards that get drawn. So, like, today it's had to be a job of, okay, then let's get this Automa deck down and try and make sure I'm doing it properly. So hopefully I have. Next you see from me, on Sunday, the next episode of Arkham Horror, the card game, Hemlock Vale, will be going up on Patreon. I hope it's on Sunday, but as I said, I've been trying desperately to not embarrass myself with this and make sure I got the rules right. Hopefully I did. I've been practicing this so much that I haven't edited that video yet, so I hope that it will be done on Sunday. But this last episode, it's like, it was so long to edit down. It barely made it down to the wire, but that was like working really overtime to try and get that to happen, and it still didn't happen. So maybe it's going to be early next week for the early episode on Patreon, and then there will be new stuff next week, some more live things. Hopefully there'll be some arrivals. I'm hoping for things like Agamonia, hoping for Slay the Spire to arrive, some things that they didn't beat Gaia Project. Gaia Project beat everything in the vote, but they're coming up next in the vote when they arrive. So we'll see when that happens, but there's some really exciting stuff coming up. And yeah, maybe we need to put Gaia Project back in, and maybe I'll be a bit faster at it. Like, being a bit optimistic, thinking that it might be a 2-hour stream, but I've had a great time. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching. Just help you. I hope that you have some good games. Jump onto Board Game Arena, and it's such an easy interface. Maybe I need to step it up now and try. I say as well, I was trying. I was flitting around with a load of factions. So this is I think the third game I've played with the Ivets. So there we go. In the US, it's Mother's Day. Oh, is it Mother's Day on Sunday? We've got Mother's Day, but it's in March. It's like March 20. I think it changes, doesn't it? It's like third Sunday in March, something like that. And then I think Father's Day is the same, isn't it? Is that in June? It's coming up. I know that. But yeah, we've got different Mother's Days, haven't we? So you have a lovely Mother's Day treat of us fighting some Eldritch abominations in Hemlock Vale. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I have really enjoyed this. And yeah, I hope to... Maybe I'll just throw Gaia Projects back into the vote and see how well it does for a repeat performance. I've got the Steam game of it. Maybe I should give that a go. Although I was worried when I was setting it up how far I'd have to zoom out. It's not been too bad. There's been worse offenders for this, much worse offenders at table space. But yeah, it's maybe I should give the video game a go. The thing with the video game is I've tried to relearn it from the video game, and for some reason the tutorial for that hasn't clicked with me. Whereas the one from Board Game Arena was fantastic. But yeah, I've been on the verge of ending the stream several times now in this massive sentence. So thank you so much, everyone, and I will see you soon for more. Bye, bye, bye. Have a lovely weekend. Bye, bye, bye.